In a perfect world, we would plant all of our chestnut seeds in their permanent orchard locations. We call this the direct seed method. To do this well, we need to prepare the site and we need to protect the seeds. Preparing the site involves either plowing or disking and working up the soil into a seed bed, and the plant protection involves protecting the seeds both from herbivory. We don't want anyone to eat our seeds, varmints, birds, and we have to protect our seeds from weeds. So we use a weed barrier if we can, and we use a tree protecting tube to shelter the seed and protect it from animals. So here's the nut. That's what it looks like. Nice chestnut. On some of these I noticed they were germinating already. If you see, here's the radical. That's the embryonic root. You see the root coming out there? And so we're going to plant these today. This is a direct seed planting. We're going to plant this tree in its final orchard location. In other words, we'll never have to transplant these. They'll be planted in their growing position in the orchard. I'm going to make a very carefully. Can everybody see here? I'm going to make a circle where I want that seed. I'm going to keep a little of this potting soil out here. I'm going to make a circle right where I want that seed. So I can see right where it's going to go, right? Then I'm going to put the seed in there. It's going to get planted with this pointy end pointing sideways. I don't want the pointy end down, nor do I want it up. And I want it about 1 to 2 times the diameter of this nut deep. So it's going to be about that deep. Notice how this one is already germinating. Do you see it has the radical there? That's the embryonic root. And these are geotropic, which means they grow towards the center of the earth. And that one is already starting to curve down. So I'm going to orient this thing. Since it already thinks earth is down, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to stick it in there with that root sort of pointing downwards. But I'm still going to plant it with the pointy end here pointing sideways. And the reason is because the root comes out of that end, but also the shoot does. If we plant it like that, we'll get a nice straight tree. I'm going to stick that in there. I'm going to bury it with a little bit of this. Now the important thing is I want to get this tube in there. But I don't want the tree to come up. In other words, I don't want that seed to be unburied. So I'm actually looking in there as I do this. I want to make sure the seed is still buried. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But I want to get this tube in 4 or 5 inches because this is going to protect it from voles. Got a little extra soil, I'm just going to pile in there like that. So we're going to go in there and out there and see if we can get this zip tied on there in a way that it'll hold it. All right. Now, some people, I want you to pack this in a little bit tight because it's this seal here that's going to keep critters out.